Good morning to all of you. It's wonderful that I'm starting this session. It will give me more opportunity, and then some lapses in my presentation, my speech, that will be filled up by the practitioner. As Shishirji is a practitioner from industry, he is actually using, and we people, we media educators, we are trying to adapt to the new ecosystem and reading about AI, using about AI. I'll finish within 20 minutes, no issue. Across the globe, we are aware that AI is transforming the media and media education also. Although we media teachers are yet to recognize this fact, and we are still thinking and talking about it, but it's high time to adapt to the ecosystem, and very soon very quickly we need to include the AI thing in our syllabus also, curriculum. I have divided my presentation into two parts. First is some basics about artificial intelligence, and after that I'll come to the key core subject, which is application of AI in journalism. Let us see how AI is actually intruding, or we can say slowly becoming part of the daily life. As we know that mobile phone is the revolutionary gadget we all are using. We are spending a lot of time on our mobile phone, and AI camera is part of the new smartphones, where we know that the moment we make a picture, we make a composition, automatically the camera sets itself according to the portrait mode or the landscape mode. This AI camera, many of us may be not aware about the facility in our mobile phone. And predictive text is also has become habit of the typing people. The moment we type, I had such a, it will automatically suggest that great and lovely or great thing. So that way, predictive text is part and parcel of the Gmail also, all other Gmail, or we can say mailing facilities. Similarly, I'll give one example. Times of India every day publishes one photograph under the heading of History Meets AI. Every day they are publishing this photo, and this is AI generated photo. And this is very interesting. A lot of people like that. One more example I would give. Grammarly is also an example where we can understand AI, how AI is helping us in not only in Word. It's okay. Not only in Word, MS Word, but in all Gmail things or other facilities. Grammarly is helping us in correcting the spellings and improving the sentence structure. Hemingway is more advanced software. We can say all the writers, they use Hemingway, especially in Western countries. Hemingway is very popular software. Very interestingly, Aztak took a lead and launched its first AI anchor in April 23. Sana is the first AI anchor in India, and very soon, other channels also followed the path. In Odisha, Odia channel launched its AI anchor with the name of Lija, and very soon Kannada channel also launched Sondra. So that way AI is taking, we can say, inroads into the media, and our media is very open with open hands, actually very positively. It's adapting to the new environment. But the fundamental question is, what is artificial intelligence? How do we look at it? AI is not a device. It's not single technology, but it's an umbrella term. It's a collection of ideas, technologies, and techniques which is talking about the capacity of computer. Computer which requires lot of commands, lot of data, but now it's started thinking. It has started thinking and it's taking decisions, which is earlier a domain of human intelligence. AI is not a new thing in the field of IT sector, in the field of computer. We people are talking about AI in 2024 only because now AI is touching us. AI is touching media. But in computer world, AI has been there in since 50s. This is the year, John McCarthy, if you can see. John McCarthy was the first person actually who used this term in 1956. There is one more term we must be aware about, this new term, machine learning. And some people, they club both the things, AI and ML together. Actually, the machine learning is when machine is, with the help of algorithms, machine is reading patterns in certain data. When we are giving some command to the machine, machine is actually able to take out certain patterns. And the wonderful, interesting thing, path-breaking thing is now machine is not only learning, because machine has been already, just like fan and so many other machines are there. But this time, machines are not only learning, but machines are actually taking decisions. Machines are improvising themselves without explicit commands. This time, machines are improving their abilities. Machine learning is everywhere actually. We are not aware about that. Yesterday also one speaker talked about how machine learning, algorithms and AI is there everywhere. We use GPS. Once we use GPS, at the end of the journey, it takes some command. Netflix, Spotify, Facebook, everywhere the kind of content we are using, content we are watching, next time the system automatically brief or suggest certain type of content. This is only because of algorithm and AI. Actually, ML is a smaller thing and AI is a bigger thing. ML, machine learning, is part of AI. So this is what we need to know. When we talk about AI in the context of journalism, we should know that this umbrella term of AI, this is all about using algorithm and automation kind of thing. When we automate the journalism, it becomes automated journalism. That's why a lot of people, they are using different kind of terminology. Some people call it automated journalism. Some say this is computational journalism, and more popular term is algorithm journalism, and some people use the robotic journalism also, because now robots are also being used for writing the news. BBC Corona bot was launched in 2020. We all are aware that during pandemic, there was a crisis of not only pandemic, but crisis of infodemic also, because a lot of misinformation and disinformation was also being supplied by a lot of people, and a lot of people died because of that. BBC launched its Corona bot in 2020 just to resolve the answer, and they call it explanatory journalism. Nowadays in YouTube also, a lot of YouTubers, they are uploading explainers actually. This is new term. Explanatory journalism is very, very popular because people want to know what actually is their question. And this kind of bot where some possible questions are answered. So that way things are changing, and BBC did it long back, 4 years ago. In 22, when OpenAI launched ChatGPT, this was a huge success. Across the globe, million people within 24 hours, they adopted, they subscribed this facility, and it was a huge sensation. We all know. But very soon, suddenly, Elon Musk and a lot of other technocrats, scientists, and bureaucrats, they warned against AI. They signed a petition, and across the media, they said, just pause for 6 months. Elon Musk wrote an open letter along with the signs on 22nd March 23 that we request all the AI laboratories that at least for 6 months till we understand what are the implications, what are the dangers. Otherwise, it might go out of hand. It might create a lot of disorder also. So that was the danger, that was the, we can say, apprehension behind using AI. We are aware that, we know that, broadly speaking, we divide the entire process of news into 3 segments: news gathering, news production, and news distribution. Now I come to the second part of my presentation, which is about application of AI in journalism. We all know that journalists need to collect information from the field. And one medium, one mode of collecting information is interview. And the moment we go for interview, we think about interview, AI comes into the scenario. We take help of AI. What is the background? What is the question? And what is the context of the subject? For example, if yesterday Hemant Soren again came to power in Jharkhand, and if any person who is out of Jharkhand, he doesn't know about the background of Jharkhand, what is the tribal situation, and what is the JMM, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. So we can take help of AI, what is the background of entire thing. And not only that, AI would help us in framing 10 important questions to be asked to the Hemant Soren also. And we usually, most of the journalists, they use their mobile phone and recorder for taking interview. But we can now very easily transcribe the script, transcribe the interview audio files into the text. We can translate those, because these all things, transcription and translation, has been time consuming process, but now AI would help us in doing that. Second step comes news gathering process, and we all know that nowadays Google Trends is very frequently used by the journalist. What is the trending thing? We can get story ideas, we can get data, a lot of web scraping or curation is also being used. And not only that, multiple story angles can also be found with the help of AI. And we all know that WikiLeaks and Panama papers, which were actually the outcome of data, humongous amount of data, which is not possible to be investigated by the human efforts. AI can help to handle and to get some story out of that. This is the part of that. I would like to give one more example. In 2017, when a Chinese newspaper announced that this is the story written by robot. Long back, 7 years ago, Chinese newspaper, Southern Metropolis Delhi, this newspaper published a story about Spring Festival travel. And you all know that Spring Festival is very popular in China. A lot of people, millions of people, they come back to China to attend that festival. And this 300 characters story was written by the robot, and it was published. But what robot cannot do? Robot cannot ask questions promptly. Of course, we can feed 10 important questions, but robot cannot ask follow-up questions. Robot cannot decide the angle of the story. He or she cannot frame the story, actually, frame the lead. That is the limitation of that is the the advantage of being human being, and that is the limitation of the robot also. In fact, if we look at the entire scenario, what is the role of AI in journalism, and will this replace the human beings? The fundamental question is, fundamental statement I would say that we should focus more on creative aspect while taking help of human beings, and let the robot or let the AI take up the repetitive task of the journalist. And the third part is news production process. News production process is also taken up by the AI, and we all know that ChatGPT and Copilot or Gemini or so many other AI tools, they are wonderful in summarizing and rewriting the content. They are wonderful in proofreading. They can help you in do spell checking also. They can improve the language also. They can create headlines, wonderful headlines. So that way we can take help of all these things. And the journalist told me that the social media posts which are to be written in limited words, that work is also done by the AI wonderfully. And of course, the translation work, because now more and more digital platforms, they are multilingual. And simultaneously they are providing content in 10 languages. So this real-time translation can also be possible with the help of, and misinformation is another concern we journalists and media educators talk about. And a lot of AI-based softwares are there, applications are there, those in real-time environment actually they flag the news and information which is misinformation actually, and this helps a lot. This helps a lot. And another part is distribution thing. Distribution, while distributing the content, as we know that mobile phone is highly personalized medium, and now news is not consumed in mass communication, but now it is consumed in the personalized form, and every reader has its own choice. So that way AI can help in better engagement with the audience. Personalization and customization of content can be done with the help of AI, and we all know that recommendation is one facility which is used by all the YouTubers, all the news portals also. And one more facility, if you see this voice bot, this is wonderful for the disabled people, and the text can be read by the voice bot. So that way AI is being used by the companies or news portals, social media distributing companies, and this SEO and a lot of things is being used. So that way it poses, and of course new media students and journalists, they need to upgrade themselves. They need to learn new skills actually, new kind of media skills like content analytics, design thinking, and data verification. And of course some of the journalists are expected to learn about Python and some basic languages also. One important issue which is always discussed while discussing the AI about the ethical aspects of the AI, and there are reports across the globe that AI is highly biased, because now the content across the globe is uploaded by the Western countries, by the American people. They are more into the internet. And from Asian perspective, if you look at the news, if you command gives order to ChatGPT or anything about Gaza and Jerusalem, or this Russia and Ukraine debate, war, you would realize that the answers have certain political bias. They have, because that content is being generated by the Western world. So whatever AI is creating in terms of content, that has hidden bias of the Western world. So this is a challenge, and privacy is another concern. Actually, a lot of philosophers now, they are raising questions. Are machines becoming too much intelligent? Is this going to be a problem for the human beings? But at the moment, scientists say that no, this is not the case. Machine cannot be, cannot overtake the human beings, because fundamentally, it's very difficult, because machines are doing what we are feeding them. So that is the concern. That is the concern. And in case of journalism, I would say that if we want fairness, objectivity, balance, and transparency, which are the cornerstones of the journalism, we need not to be over dependent upon the AI, upon the machines, because a human should always be in the loop. For example, whenever we take help of AI in translation, we know that lot of things, they are mistranslated. If we are over relying on the machine, it will create trouble for us. Machine is always a good, we can say servant, but technology is always a bad master. Just one example, in the last, on 29th July 24, we all know when Microsoft was upgrading its cloud software, suddenly the entire globe started crying, and because the Microsoft systems, they were hanged for few hours. And you just imagine, many aircrafts, they were in the air. They were in the air using same software. They were unable to connect to the ground, and lot of problem was created because of this. This is one example. If we depend highly upon the machines, upon AI. In the last but not least, technology is neutral, because sometimes while debating all these issues, we become anti-technologists. We become haters, technology haters. But I would say that technology is neutral. It is neither good nor bad. It depends upon who owns the technology, who is using the technology, and for what purpose the technology is being used. In fact, the new digital ecosystem requires a new human being, new version of human beings. That's all my side. Thank you.